Trust me, sit in, I'm kick back in the cup. Look your in the eyes and tell him I say he can't with me if I take it to my house.
Empty in the house.
Get after it, MP.
Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you with us for this NBA Cup action. And we're only a few games in, but already some surprises to this season, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. On the positive side, a couple teams have come together quicker than anticipated, and they are outperforming early expectations.
Well, as the saying goes, got to give the people what they want. MP is looking to reward his hometown fans' dedication by putting on a show. And most importantly, bringing home a win. Not just tonight, but he's determined to win a ton here at home.
The MP is making a point. Protect the home floor, establishing a home court advantage, and that's something this team wants to get set in stone. MP hopes this is a goal that will be adopted by every player on his team for a season-long effort.
And now the Los Angeles starters. They've got Luka Doncic, Jeremy Sohan out there with Jake LaRavia. Then there's Mitchell Robinson, and it's Connect in a two-guard. About a minute into this first quarter. Now here's Connect. He's covered closely, and that one's good.
Well, Connect isn't a speedster on the drive, but there's some real muscle behind his motion.
When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, scouts were buzzing about Connect's ability to attack the rim with a ton of ferocity. Now we see it in person.
Good on the shot.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Pass to LaRavia. Here's Sohan. Middleton covering. And here's Connect outside. Fires in the triple. Connect's got his third basket of the night.
Yeah, locked and loaded. Connect, ready to launch.
A nice shot by Mr. Clutch. And something close to my heart going on tonight. It's Dunks for Dollars here in the arena, a charity that helps local dog shelters.
Well, I think we all can agree that this is one of the best nights at the arena. They raise so much money and for such a good cause. A lot of very happy pups out there because of the efforts of this organization.
Middleton laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against New York was outstanding. He contributed 52 points and was locked in from distance. It was impressive. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident. That he can build on that prior success.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Lakers trail by 3. Smart left side. Pass to Hachimura. Fires the 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. The Spurs have got 7 of 8 in the basket. To the left wing. Here's Mr. Clutch. Sinks it from distance. Mr. Clutch has got 12 points.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now here's Doncic. Playing Phoenix, he was nearly unstoppable. Pass to Castle. The 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, when the 3 ball is falling for Castle, he is extremely difficult to defend.
Doncic against Castle. It's stolen by Wembanyama. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
To the paint. Here's Smart. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
I like watching Smart get it done inside. He is such a fearless competitor.
Pass to Wembanyama. Inside. Here's Mr. Clutch. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
Thanks to their stellar defensive intensity, they registered a ton of stops in that one.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Doncic. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Hachimura finds Dinwiddie. Back to Hachimura. Pass to Dinwiddie. Hachimura with a screen on Castle. And it's Connect missing. The Spurs have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 7 points.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Outside Connect. Vanderbilt, a screen on Castle. 4 on the clock. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Impressive read that time by Connect. Just a good basketball play there.
And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Connect. Here's Mr. Clutch. Deflected. Castle against Smart. Pass to Dinwiddie. Beyond the arc. Rebound San Antonio. And this matchup with Los Angeles, their first meeting of the season.
Well, last year they swept the season series. There was a talent differential between the two teams. We'll see if that gap has narrowed.
I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win. So we'll see how they handle things tonight.
The sweet stroke of Fox. Lefties always make it look so good.
Dinwiddie passes to Hachimura. Pass to Connect. Puts up a 3. And again, the Lakers, no good. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
He had 2 first-quarter threes and now just added another.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. With some changes. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette. Middleton comes in for Bryant. And it's Devin Vassell in for Fox. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Robinson, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Sohan comes in for Connect. LaRavia is checked in for Smart. And Doncic has subbed in for Dinwiddie. Robinson finds Doncic. Wing shot on the way. And it's good for 2. Doncic has got 9 points.
I think it's the in-between game, along with his savvy and ball handling, that separates Luka as a world-class scorer.
Mr. Clutch passes to Wembanyama. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And that one is hammered home.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Pass to Castle. Fires from deep. Sinks the tray. Castle's got 7 points for the quarter.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Doncic's shot is good.
He's turned it on here in the second quarter, getting his offensive game on track.
It's Middleton on the wing. Pass to Mr. Clutch. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Now, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's the Spurs just dominating this one. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Looking at San Antonio, you expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches to see.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Spurs.
They're playing with fantastic.
And that's a wrap on halftime.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Devin Vassell out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Mr. Clutch in its shooting guard. They're the group for Mitch Johnson starting the second half. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And here's Connect outside. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try, because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
And Doncic has got the ball here for Los Angeles. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. That game marks the start of a 4-game homestand for the club. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle claimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it." And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball. Back to you guys.
He's taken over. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Oh, nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders. Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Back to Doncic. Outside connect. Three-pointer. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 7 tonight.
If this quarter is any indication, he's not going to be the guy to turn this game around in their favor.
Pass to connect. Jacks up a 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Fox, that's good.
Yeah, hats off to Fox. He really upgraded that three-point stroke.
LaRavia outside. Back to Doncic. The 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass. Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
A nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
LaRavia outside. Back to Doncic. Will it go? And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Here's Fox. Uses the glass on the layup. Fox has got 9 points.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders. And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away. He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Cornette's checked in for Wembanyama. Bryant comes in for Chris Middleton. Johnson, he's checked in for Vassell. And Stephon Castles subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. And then for Los Angeles, Vanderbilt's checked in for Robinson. Hachimura comes in for Sohan. And it's Marcus Smart in for LaRavia.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes. It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Hachimura from long range. Rebounded by Johnson.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Again, the Spurs score.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. The Lakers with another miss.
Well, it's clear he's frustrated. Just needs to slow things down a touch and let the offense come to him.
Back to Castle. San Antonio moving the ball around. Nails it from beyond the arc. Mr. Clutch has got 18 points in just the second half.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range. Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Los Angeles ball. Substitution on the court.
And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. And so it's San Antonio showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. More 2K action in just a moment. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his team.
Los Angeles making a change here. Doncic checked in. Right side connect. And he bangs it home with one hand.
What a night for Dalton Connect. We're getting a taste of his potential tonight.
And so in the game for the Lakers, they've got Rui Hachimura, Dalton Connect out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marcus Smart, and it's Vanderbilt in at the center spot. Smart with the ball, Castle covering. And here's Connect outside. Rebound by San Antonio. Johnson's got 5 rebounds in the game. Mr. Clutch passes to Harper. From deep three-point land. San Antonio again missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. And here's Connect outside. San Antonio with a rebound.
He managed to knock down 1 triple in the first half, but nothing since then.
Pass to Harper. Here's Mr. Clutch. Count it from distance. Mr. Clutch has got 39.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up. They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
To the inside. And Smart with the bucket on the assist from Doncic.
Tell you what, very few players have the playmaking ability of Luka Doncic. This guy is special with his vision and passing.
Mr. Clutch passes to Harper. Castle outside. Clock at 6. Here's Mr. Clutch. Smart grabs a miss. And here's Smart. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Vanderbilt from behind the arc. And it's Cornette with a rebound. The Spurs have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. And that one's good. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Doncic outside. And Clark, for decades now, we've seen the Western Conference have the upper hand. Any reason you can fathom?
Not really, other than tide shifts on occasion based on who the players are on teams in each conference. Maybe some of that frontier spirit coursing through, although I don't quite believe that as a major factor. One thing you see in the West, though, a lot of smaller market teams, and historically they've done a good job of how they run those clubs.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Spurs.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Mr. Clutch.
The way he saw the floor was quite special. I mean, he served up a ton of room service dimes.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Doncic outside. Knocks down the long J.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Yet another bucket.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Smart looking around. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left, but they're in a great position going forward.
And now let's catch up with Dominic Hamill.
Thanks, guys. Congratulations on the win, MP. You led by example tonight, finishing with a double-double. Talk about it. If you watch any level of VA, over to you.
Okay, Dominic, thank you. And
I'd like to present this check to the CEO of Fuzzy Yellow Friends. Good game, MP. you are coming to tonight's game, we've got a special promotion that you're gonna love.
Shaking, MP.
Oh, say does that star-spangled...
Well, it's still early in the season, Greg, but we're getting an idea about which direction teams are headed in.
So true, but so much can change between now and the end of the schedule. So the most important thing at this stage, building momentum heading towards midseason.
Something we've been watching closely is MP's promise to get the win in home games this season. He's been very vocal about wanting to deliver for these fans.
And so far, MP is delivering on that promise. And he and his guys have looked strong on their home court, excited even for every chance they get to defend it. It's a great mindset to have for this team in these home games.
The starters for the Utah Jazz, Markkanen and Kessler, man the post positions. Then there's Bailey, and it's Sensabaugh in at the shooting guard. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Pass to Bailey. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Markkanen missing again. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proven to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Here's Sensabaugh. After the made shot from Singh, Markkanen and Chris Middleton pulls it down. Here's Vassell. Sinks that one from the post.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Bailey. Back to Markkanen. Halt the run. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Boy, the mechanics of Markkanen's shooting is just so pure. You feel like it's going down every time he shoots it.
Singh, the pass to Middleton, to the left wing. Three-pointer on the way. And he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from Singh.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Sensabaugh. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
From past the arc, a rebound by the Jazz. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
And the basket by Vassell.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
To the inside, here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
This is a 7-footer with some big-time vertical. Markkanen makes that look effortless.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at San Antonio. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, there's the Jazz, 9.5 games behind.
And checking out San Antonio, they've gotten off to a terrific start this year. We knew they were capable of playing terrific basketball, and so far they have not disappointed.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Pass to Kessler. 27 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Markkanen throws it down.
And Markkanen, a big-time athlete. Set that lob up in the air and he'll finish.
Johnson left side. Out to the right wing. Luol passes to Singh. Johnson outside. From deep. Mr. Clutch's shot is off. Over to the wing. With 1 on the clock. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's San Antonio holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Back to the action in just a minute. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Castle is in at shooting guard with Johnson at the small forward. Luke Cornett is out there with Bryant, and it's Fox in at the point. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise...
Look now for San Antonio. Wembanyama. He's checked in for Bryant. And it's Mr. Clutch in for Johnson. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Rebounded by Castle.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Doris, you were a great ball handler in your day. So with that in mind, do you think players are carrying the ball too much now?
Kev, this is such a hot topic. Carrying the basketball is when the ball ends up directly on the palm. The closest we get to that is what we call the hang dribble from players. They're trying to extend the possession so that they can read the defense. To me, that's the only point of concern.
Jazz trail by 12. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Collier, guarded by Singh. Markkanen from outside. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Down low, Filipowski, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Jazz trail by 13. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now. And it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent. It's also about timing.
Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass to Collier. They set the pick. Outside, Markkanen. Off target from three-point range.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Some changes here for the Spurs. Chris Middleton comes in for Bryant. And it's Vassell in for De'Aaron Fox. Utah also making some changes. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Filipowski. And Bailey subbed in for Collier. .110 left in the second quarter. Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
Well, we know Markkanen can flat score the basketball, and right now he's got his rhythm going.
It's Vassell on the wing. Here's Wembanyama.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Sensabaugh. 5 to shoot. Over Wembanyama. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
And having a whale of a game from three-point range. Drained 3 of them in that first quarter and has added 3 more here in the second.
Here's Sensabaugh. Defended by Wembanyama. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Sinks the triple. Markkanen's got 7 points here in this quarter.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so it's San Antonio with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
You know, right now for Utah, they didn't get the email I sent. Season is started, fellas. They look surprised they're getting whoopings. High hopes.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Jazz.
They don't want it enough.
That'll do it for our show tonight.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Starting the second half, here's Tomas Iselo's spot. Markkanen and Kessler man the post position. Then there's Bailey. And it's Sensabaugh in at the two-guard spot. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Suns played some superb basketball. He ended up with 41 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one. Well, if you thought the fans went extra crazy for that last 3, that's not your imagination. That wasn't just in your head. That shot triggered Taco Tuesday here at the arena. And I hope they serve us here courtside.
And it doesn't matter what year it is, what teams are playing, or what the score is. When there is free food on the line, that is when the fans are at their loudest.
And Markkanen throws it down.
Now, this shows you how dynamic Lauri Markkanen is as a scorer. If he feels good, boy, the numbers come in a hurry.
Back to Fox. Spurs working the ball around now. Middleton the pass to Singh. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. And he comes up with the deuce.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's Sensabaugh. No good on that one. Good defense by Wembanyama. To the paint. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for San Antonio. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. The Jazz have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Sensabaugh. Releases. Rebound, San Antonio.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Fox passes to Singh. Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
1:57 left in the third quarter. Pass to Sensabaugh. Can they get it? The Jazz with another miss.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Inside, here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
Markkanen finishes that with authority. Look out below.
to the middle. Here's Singh. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Mr. Clutch has got 43 points.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Sensabaugh. Tries again, and the layup good by Kessler.
You simply have got to box out Walker Kessler. This guy gets a lot of his offense from second chance opportunities.
Here's Singh, and yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 45 points for Mr. Clutch.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Kessler the screen. Sensabaugh no good.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Against the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And we talk about Middleton's accurate shooting often, but they are reminding us of his dunking ability as well.
No one covered. Markkanen's got 26.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but. And there have been 2 very different Clutch is checked in for Harper. And a switcher also for Utah. Kessler's checked in. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Filipowski passes to Kessler. Here's Markkanen driving inside.
Boy, you love to see Markkanen put it on the deck and finish with power. Defense wants no part of that.
Luke Cornett is out there with Bryant. And it's Mr. And good! There's another.
He's at 50 again. He's done this a few times this year.
This has become old hat. He's tied for the 4th most 50-point games in a single season.
Hey, you love to see a guard like Malik Beasley take it down low and be willing to compete and make a shot.
Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Pass to Markkanen. Beasley outside. Back to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Here's Singh. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Mr. Clutch has got 57 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offense.
Yet another bucket.
And there aren't many players in history with the ability to put up 60.
And he's done it multiple times this season. He's taken volume scoring to a whole new level.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. Johnson outside. Bryant the pass to Singh. Over Beasley. Almost, but it rolls out. For Utah, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far.
Getting something that close to the cup is a win as far as possessions go.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Spurs working the ball around now. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Connects again from distance.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. And that one, good.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance.
And again for 3.
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for 3rd most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, D.A. What a shooting performance. Here's Markkanen going inside, and Markkanen throws it down.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again...
Good! Another from three.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mr. Clutch. That's his first foul. And the Jazz making a change here.
Substitution on court.
Spurs on defense. On the wing, Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Sensabaugh. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, this is why people like to play with Mr. Markkanen. This guy is a solid passer out of that forward spot.
Johnson outside. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Here is Singletary. Here's Mr. Clutch. Connects again from distance.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the second most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Fighting away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is quite...
Strong performance at home tonight, MP, and one that really pumped up the...
We're so happy to get this win and keep it rolling.
I'm sure you heard the crowd going crazy in the third when you hit the taco clinch in 3. Did you know what was at stake when you shot it?
Taco clinch in 3. Yeah, man. That's why I shot it.
Kevin, back to you.
And that about wraps it up for Dorisburg.